Okay, sea trial number 6. This is the 6th time we've been out. We've got Jason and Mel. How you going, mate?
Lovely day.
Lovely day, mate. Look at this. Janet's just politely cruising at 8 knots. It's not bad, eh?
Awesome.
We've got a bit of a rooster tail. I reckon you can surf off that. We're out at the mouth of Jervis Bay, about 10 miles from where we launched from, when we came out of the river, and we're hoping to see some whales. There's been tons of humpbacks around. Around about 40,000 a year come past this area, and often you'll see 6 or 7 at a time. So Janet was out here yesterday, so I said we're going out tomorrow because I was jealous. She was out here on marine rescue, and let me know that there was just whales absolutely everywhere. So we're going out today. Isn't it good not to own a catamaran?
I can't wait to get off and say thank you.
Yeah. Jason Mel had a beautiful Lagoon 410, and they sold it a couple of years ago just to travel, and I think they're enjoying not having the expense of keeping the thing on the water. Anyway, oh, there's some whales straight ahead here, Jen. Just here, Jen. Straight ahead.
50 metres.
About 50 metres ahead of us. Yep. Oh, thanks for coming out, mate.
I love these seats. We didn't have them.
Do you know what that seat is?
We didn't have these seats.
Oh, didn't you?
No, I quite like it.
That seat is the remnant of the roof that I cut out.
Lovely.
Yeah, they work.
Great spot for whale watching.
Yep, yep.
Ross, how we seem so blasé about it because there are just so many.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
more time you spend out here,
The more you
you just get used to it.
Yeah.
It's hard to comprehend the point where you get used to seeing whales.
It does worry me that we're getting a bit complacent about the krill fisheries and that, though.
Well, they're feeding up here now.
Yeah, that's right.
But
Yeah.
having said that, no one has ever observed what we're observing. The whale.
Yeah.
There's no one over there.
Well, this is the whale census day today.
Okay.
We're supposed to be counting them. Oh, there's a fin.
So what we're watching, Ross, has never been seen in our generation of history.
Look at them. No, that's right. Look at them. They're just everywhere.
Our
Yeah, you're right.
Generation never saw this.
Yep. Nah. Yeah, my parents went to Harvey Bay when they first started running. He couldn't believe he saw one,
Yeah.
and then the next day they went out and they didn't see any.
Yeah.
You look at it now. We come out here and see 50.
Yeah.
Oh, here they come. Look at this. Oh, yes. Yep. One right beside us, to your right. It's right there. The breach right beside us. It came right up. Wow, look at that, Jan. Oh. Oh. Holy shit, he's coming towards us. Oh my God, that is enormous. He's gonna come up again and dive here. Oh, Janet. Tail, no, next one. Righto, we've had lunch and we're heading home. Perfect conditions, the wind's died, cruising along at 8 knots. Mel's at the helm.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Doing nice job.
just going there.
Jason's tested out the macerator. This is a spot I love up here. Jeez, it's nice up here. We're doing 8 knots. It must be with the wind because I'm not even feeling the wind.
Yeah, there's no apparent.
Mel's just said we're catching some little runners doing like 1900 revs, 8.5 knots. How good is that? Jace can't believe it. Can't believe it.
I always thought 7 knots was good.
Yep, good on you, mate. Well, mine's always bigger, you know that. And HMAS Sycamore's coming around behind us now. We thought we were going to smash into him earlier on, but this is fantastic. Good run today, beautiful. Oh, another day out on the Humpback Superhighway. Jace was telling me how we're going to get blasé about this, and the younger generation is going to get sick of hearing us say how we never saw whales and how we're seeing too many of them now. Well, you get a bit blasé about them, but I don't think you ever get sick of them. No. That was pretty amazing this morning. We saw 30 or 40 of them at least. Incredible, absolutely incredible.
People don't believe you when you tell them how many there are.
Yeah, insane, isn't it?
There are so many, and you'll see them the entire way from Jervis Bay to Sydney. There'll be one in sight somewhere.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, how many we saw today was ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's just
non-stop,
ridiculous.
wasn't it?
No, non-stop, absolutely non-stop.
Yeah, new ones were coming in.
We had one whale off to the left of us breaching, another one off on the starboard side, and like 6 coming behind us and another 6 in front of us. Just crazy, crazy amount of humpbacks around at the moment. 6 knots.
You got a lot of room over this side.
You've got to go past them on that side, yeah. Going out. I'm in 2 metres here. I only draft 80 centimetres.
Yep, that's it.
You wait. Just get a bit of power on.
Oh, mate.
Good on you, mate. Jeez, he wasn't even looking. It's going to be fun.
Someone on his motor, I reckon.
All coming back to you, Mel and Jace? Yep. The wind's blowing now, it's going to blow.
Yeah.
I didn't go far enough. Hang on, mate, let me just back up a bit and I'll drive onto it.
Get that arse over.
So you'll be able to get that, won't you? Hook the pennant, didn't it? Go forward, Don. Wind's got me. Quite a few months ago, I reinforced the top of the saloon here to install the double stack deck organizer, and as you can see here, I've actually put in 9 layers of 600 double bias up under here, and then we've got a large stainless plate which then holds those double stack organizers where all the lines are coming back from the mast here and back to the helm. Now that's really good that I've, but I haven't tied it into the actual top of the deck here. So the key is now, I now need to laminate from here down to here to make sure that this can never pull out. Basically, there's a lot of pressure going to be on this. We've got 8 lines coming in here, reefing lines, mast halyards, main halyards, jib halyard, everything is going to be pulling on this particular deck organizer. And because it's got 8 sheaves in it, although we've rated it for the maximum working load, I'm not convinced about the deck. So the more reinforcement I can put in, the better. So a simple strip here of a few layers of double bias around here will tie this part of the deck into the actual addition, which is 30mm foam, or it's actually 25mm foam, and I'm going to do that with 600 double bias. So I've got a number of strips here I'm going to laminate in, probably 2 or 3, potentially 2 or 3 layers in here, and then I'll peel ply it come back in a few days' time, and then I'll be able to do a nice texture around here, which will sort of be consistent with the roof anyway. And then Janet's made a nice liner, like our liners here, padded liner to stick up underneath it, and that'll make sure that we don't scalp ourselves on these bolts, because I've hit my head on these a couple of times, and yeah, with the headroom that we've got in here, anyone over 6'2" is going to have trouble in here. It's basically a bit of a catch, so we're going to have this nice liner here covering that issue. It's one of those jobs you just never get around to, because there's always a million other things to do. I spent all morning rigging the main sheet and the traveller, and I like to get in and get these things done, because this means that we can actually go sailing. If I reinforce this now, it's done. I don't have to worry about any future consequences, and plenty of reinforcement in there already. Just this extra reinforcement is going to make my or actually resolve my worries a little bit, because there is definitely some worries about the stresses and strains on the boat itself, the amount of rigging that I've got planned and ongoing. All right, that's done. So that's actually come up pretty neat. The next thing, or basically in a few days' time, I'll be able to come back and remove that, and then I'll mask it up, sand it, and then I'll be able to put a nice texture like I've done all over the boat, and that'll sort of be consistent. Then we can put the liner back in, and that'll be hidden, and certainly strong enough now. I mean, I could basically lift the boat off those organisers now, and how I know that is when I lifted the hull out of the deck, I only put a piece of PVC tube with about 6 layers of double bias on it, and we lifted a 3.5 ton hull out with 4 mounting points. So as strong as houses. Fiberglass is just incredible, particularly if you do it right. If you put it in and you laminate it correctly and you really consolidate that down, you know, there's nothing stronger other than maybe Dyneema or stainless steel. Come out to go to work this morning, and the old girl, flat battery again, middle of winter, doesn't like the cold. I'm just forever charging up this shitty old battery on this ute. And so I go inside to go to the loo, so I'll give it 10 minutes, and I come out and there's a courier there with my battery charger that I just ordered 3 days ago for this. So he's arrived right at the right time with my fresh lithium jump starter, and I should be able to get it going hopefully pretty quickly. Bloody annoying though, I'll tell you now. Every morning I go through this palaver. We bought this thing for the boat, even though I have a parallel setup, and it is unlikely that I'd end up with a flat battery on the boat. However, especially with the amount of motoring we've been doing recently, but to have this on hand is going to totally change my life every morning, where I've got to freaking try to jump start the car every day. It's driving me mental. Poor old car. It's on its last year, I think. Too easy. How good's this thing? Oh, this is brilliant. Janet and I have been standing around watching all our friends bugger off. And here they go. See you guys. Have fun. I'm jealous. Looking good, mate. Very jealous. Have a great trip. So Darren and Liz are gone for about 5 months. I'm going to miss him. He's my neighbour. We have coffee quite regularly over here on the boat, and I'll go over there. It's been a really nice few months with Darren here, and hopefully this time next year we'll join them. They'll probably bugger off somewhere else, and Janet and I'll head up to Queensland. But that's our plan, is next March to be heading off. We want to try to get ahead of all the big East Coast lows that have been coming down the coast, and there's another one coming next week. That's why they're taking off now. We had 115 km/h winds yesterday, so it's only 60 knots. On the boat here, I was watching it from home, and there was trees getting knocked down and the like, so you know, it's just nice for them to be able to head out, and it is blowing about 30 knots offshore today, so hopefully they'll get out to a nice anchorage tonight and then head off early in the morning and head out to Sydney. But yeah, nice to see them on their way, and Darren's been putting in some big hours working inside his boat, redoing a whole new front storage area that was previously a hatch accessible from the deck, for his spinnaker and all his wardrobe of sails, which he's got many. I think he's got about 8 sails on board there. It's insane the amount of sails he's got, and they're all sort of performance sails as well. But yeah, nice to see. And Liz is still working, and I think Darren's just looking forward to getting to where it's a bit warmer, because it's bloody cold at the moment. I went through about 100 decisions how to approach the sole of the portside head here. I've got a couple of plans, and just get down on my knees here. I need access under here, which is all of our waste tank fittings, and essentially that lid there can come off, so ultimately I can get in and access the actual tank and remove that lid and clean it out should I ever need to. I don't intend to ever want to, but who knows. Now this is below the waterline down here, so having access to this tank here, I can't gravity run the thing out. I have to pump it out with a macerator pump or a toilet pump that's actually up in there, and we've tested all of that system and that all works. The big issue I've got is around the toilet here, and I had a bit of an accident when I was installing our toilet. I actually tightened it down too tight and cracked the porcelain, and that was pretty unimpressive, and Janet was not impressed. I bought some epoxy and I intend to fix it with some white epoxy, and that is here. Very disappointing. I've kept the piece. It's actually a perfect piece here that will glue back in and hopefully be invisible. Now the other thing here going on here is I've just made a template. Now we had an original floor in here and I cut it out because I already had a sole. I didn't want all the extra weight. Sort of in hindsight, I probably should have left it in there, but I did need access to there because that was where the Blackwater tank is, and it's actually a perfect size hatch. It's not too big, and what I've actually done, what we've got here, we're going to do this vinyl flooring, which is essentially waterproof anyway, and we're going to do that on a piece of composite aluminium. That is a plastic centered composite aluminium, so that can be lifted out. That whole floor can be lifted out and I can have access down into there. Nice thing about that is I can put some little rubber pads on it to stop it rattling, and it'll be nice and warm underfoot when we go to the toilet in the middle of the night. To continue the flooring that we've got here right through into the shower here. Now the center here is actually going to have either a tempered glass shower screen, or I may even put in some polycarbonate. I saw some yesterday. It actually was quite nice. It was a frosted effect there with a door there that opens into the shower. Obviously it's not a huge shower, but it is big enough. It's got a good seat on it. It's certainly a one-man shower. It's not a two-man shower, but we've also got the wet head up the front. So yeah, a lot of tidying up to be done in here, but everything's working, which is really fantastic. The water's working. The only thing I haven't done, right down in the bottom corner here, is a position for this. And that's going to sit down underneath this floor here. So it's removable. It's got one of these sort of ring pull devices on here to be able to lift this flooring out. And under here is the artwork of plumbing that I've come up with. I mean, it's the most complicated plumbing I think I've ever seen, but in a boat, but I guess that's just part of it. And in behind there's a little bit of a mess still, but it's certainly tidying up as I get to it. I'm going to install these hatches here. They're just sort of sitting in place, and every time we go for a drive they fall down, drive me nuts. So I'll get those installed and obviously Sikaflex them onto the wall so that you know, ultimately they're going to be a little bit more waterproof. It won't matter if water gets down in there because it just drains straight into the bilge. But yeah, there's a lot of work to be done in this head, but at least it's functional now. And the shower's not working yet, but we don't really need that at the moment. We're sort of coming back and forth to the boat, but at least we've got a toilet, we've got the head working. I'm going to glue that piece on today, fix that. Janet will be happy. Put the hatch in there, install that. That's all pretty much tidied up in there and finished. I do have a bit of an issue with the toilet. I'm sort of still trying to work out how to make it a saltwater flush rather than a freshwater flush, but anyway, that'll come soon enough. Alright, so this is the piece in question. Luckily it's split clean, and I've got some white marine epoxy, which is basically a two-part epoxy. So I've got this Fix Your Things PC11 white marine epoxy. It's bloody fantastic. I used to use it on the kayaks a lot for an emergency repair because it goes off in like 12 hours, but it's rock solid. It's like I guess it's like a metal bond type thing. But yeah, so this is pretty nice because it's white, and hopefully I'll be able to polish it to match the surrounding porcelain. I probably could have got some porcelain glue, but anyway, I've got epoxy on board. We'll just fix it with this, and hopefully Janet won't even notice. I've been meaning to fix this for a few days since I did it, and Janet knows about it, but yeah, she's not very happy. I basically over tightened the bolt, and I should have known better. I just should have known better. It was one of those stupid things I did, but anyway, so we basically can just glue that back in place there, and it'll be hopefully a bit seamless. I'm very happy to announce that
These are the last pieces. Fingers crossed.
the last roof linings, 7 months in the make. Actually, I'd have to say 8 months because we started these in October. It's now July 2nd. So we've got a few little ones. We've got a little one here to cover up our deck organiser. Got a nice pelmet there for the port side cabin, and these large curved pelmets for the starboard cabin, and that should pretty much be it. We have got a smaller one to make just under the mast space, but we've got to get all these in place before we can work that out. Pretty exciting stuff. Let's get into it. We just had an argument over whose fault it was that we ended up with a lot more on one side or the other. It's always my fault, isn't it?
Remember what we're doing here, and I went, this bit, see this bit, let's show this bit.
I know.
And I said, stop, it's too much.
And I just remarked on how
Look,
she didn't give me much room.
She didn't even put it in properly.
I'll
Look
put
at that
another
one.
in there in a minute. But I just remarked on, God, you could have given me a little bit more than that.
And I said, it's over there.
And over there we've got 3 inches.
Yeah, but that's where this was, because it wouldn't stop.
Ah, sorry, I just got a little bit carried away.
Stop it.
Come on, let's get them finished. I'm almost done. 2 more to go and we're done.
I'm almost done. Classic.
You're a nightmare. Let's have a look.
I've got nothing left.
We haven't got enough material. Oh, it's perfect. Look at that. Spot on. Well, that's going to look great, Dom. Good stuff. That'll wrap around nicely. That has a nice big bend in it. Cool. Look at this. It's like a little production line here. The wettest, coldest day of the year. It has been a seriously evil day today. The wind is finally starting to calm down a little bit. I mean, it was cyclonic. And they did actually call it a bomb cyclone, didn't they? It was cyclonic through the night, and hopefully the boat's all right. I'll go down there.
Well, I'm sure all the people who live in Florida are going, you have no idea.
No, we don't have any idea. Anyway, we've got 2 more to do. Come on, let's get them finished. Come on, hurry up. Let's do them. Yeah, we had no sleep last night. We were worried about the boat all night, worried about losing our roof. It was pretty wild. Righto, cut your corners. Janet does it different. Janet does it differently every single time.
Janet, damn it, Janet.
Come on, Janet. Come on.
Damn it, Janet.
This could potentially be a momentous occasion. What is that momentous occasion? Come on.
It's supposed to be the last piece, but I reckon it won't be.
Might be one more tiny little triangle to cover up the mast space, but this is it. We're freaking over it. That is 8 months. 8 months. Finishing up. Freaking happy about that.
It's a profession.
I don't know. There's been so much work goes into these bloody things, almost like, God, that's as much as building a boat.
To remind Ross that there's no I in team, because he said earlier, I'm getting really good at this.
I'm getting good at it. The good thing about
Australians are not very modest.
Someone made a comment.
I'm English.
Someone made a comment about this the other day. They said you become a perfectionist, and then you get really good at it, and then you never have to do it again. I'm happy to never have to do this again.
Me too.
Righto. And the last one. Yes. Tip it over. Perfect.
If nothing else, my back one.
They look amazing. They're so good. So this one here is actually going to hide our deck organisers in our main saloon. So it's a very important one because underneath that is 5 massive dome head nuts, and we don't want to crack our head on that. So that's feeling pretty good. Well done.